Good morning. So I'm not sure there's a whole lot to report because you guys kind of got the whole down low last night. I got to tell you about Toby though. I'm going to do that. Anyway, before that, gorgeous day. It is utterly gorgeous. Didn't have a lick of cell service at the campsite, so I still need to look at what the weather is for tonight. But I'm thinking, you guys are going to think I'm absolutely out of my mind, and pretty much I probably am, but I'm living in the wild. I've become a mountain woman. Anyway, so I initially thought and said, there is no way I am staying at hostels any more often than 7 days, more often than a 7-day window, because I'm meant to be outside. And then out of nowhere, I stay at that hostel after only just having been in Irwin. And then, oh God, I'm losing this camera. It's heavy when you hold it up. Anyway, okay. So I'm like, no, it was a spontaneous thing. The food was great. The companionship was outstanding. So I'm like, you know what? It was a good time. I'm glad I did it. But okay, so I'm at this campsite last night, and what I do every night, I look at my map and I chart out what I think my plans will be for the next day, and they always change, but whatever. I lost my thought there for a second. There's this hostel that I knew was out there somewhere that I really wanted to stay at. It sounded a lot of fun. I actually bumped into a guy at the grocery store in Irwin who said he has friends who own it, and they're super nice people, and there's a lot to do, and it's a lot of fun. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, when I get to that hostel, I'm going to stay. And last night I discovered it's 12 miles away. Oops. So this theory that I am not going to stay in a hostel any sooner than 7 days apart, I might be staying in one like 3 in a week's time. I don't honestly remember when I left Irwin. That was 100 years ago in my mind. So do we count Irwin? I don't know. Maybe we can reset the clock. But it does sound like I'm going to take some time, and I'll do my 12 and a half miles today, which is my minimum. If you took 2,200 miles divided by 180, which was my goal to finish in, my minimum has to be 12 miles a day. So, all right, going to the hostel today, I do meet my minimum. But then, it sounds like one of those places that's so fun because they got kayaking and stuff. Do I take a day off? I don't need a day off. I feel fine. I feel great. I feel like if I take a day off, it's a big fat waste of time. Or do I allow myself to have a little leisure, right? A little fun. They got fire ring. People are going to sit around, laugh. I love to laugh. Laughing is the best. So, I don't know. It just sounds really right up my alley, and I think I just might have to do it. I don't know. The zero's on the table. But okay, people, here's where it gets real. When I first set out to do this, I was going to be somewhat purist about it. A purist. Oh, Lord, you know what? I cannot hold this thing. Now I got my camera and my pole in one hand. That's never going to work. Here. All right, this is ridiculous. Here, pole under the arm, switch hands. Oops, that doesn't work. Alrighty. Okay, so how about that? Okay. I was going to be somewhat purist about it, right? That means you hike every step, no blue blazing, no shortcuts, no easier routes. Slack packing, I was like, all right, you know what? That's still me hiking. I'll do slack packing. That just means I'm not carrying all the heavy stuff. I pay someone to drive it to a different location for me so I can meet up with my heavy stuff while I fly through the woods, because without all the heavy stuff, I can now be like super quick. Okay, not opposed to slack packing. But here's what this hostel offers. I got 12 miles to think about it. They offer aqua blazing. They are right on a river that if I kayak for 10 miles, I will have done traversed, this way, not on foot, on water, by water, 21 miles of the trail. I'm struggling. I love kayaking. It is also one of my favorite things. I really want to do it because it sounds like fun, right? It's not, I mean, do I have to do all 2,200 miles by foot? Or is it the whole AT experience as a whole? Okay, here's what I'm struggling with. I got to figure it out. Yeah. I mean, the 0 is hard enough to reconcile. And then the idea that I just might not hike 21 miles of the trail, but I'm still passing through it by human locomotion, which is the goal, right? I don't know. Please, if I choose this, you purists out there, don't hate me. Offer me some grace and say, well, that's your choice. It's not for you. It might be for me. Haven't decided. Anyway, okay, let me tell you about Toby. And then I'll post a picture of Toby. So Toby is at the hostel the other night, the 19E, Appalachian Station 19E hostel. The owners have a little Pekingese, little white Pekingese. Oh my God, it's the cutest little thing. His name is Toby. I was desperate to get a picture with Toby, but he's like, no, to all my adoring fans, no photos today, okay? Yeah, I got a picture of him, but he was not up for taking a picture with me. So, did not get that. But he is so cute. Now, let me tell you why this matters and important to be in my video. My grandmother had Pekingese. My parents, my first dog was a Pekingese named Mugger. I don't know why, but whenever I'm with a Pekingese, it's like a total Norman Rockwell-esque experience, like feeling rushes through me because it just throws me back to time with my grandmother and, of course, my first dog, so which I don't remember because I was like 1, if I was even that, right? But I just was like all about this dog and just added to the whole wonderful experience that I had at that shelter. So, okay, shelter. Yeah, see that beautiful sun out there? Hostel. There's the word. Anyway, okay. Signing off. I will include a beautiful picture of Toby, and I'll try to keep you posted with what I decide as far as zeroing and or aquablazing. All right. Ciao. I saw this on the map. It said, pass by the rotted cabin. Kind of makes me want to be curious. I have a shorter day today, right? I don't know. What will we find inside? Certainly doesn't... Oh, yeah, just a lot of rottedness. But I bet you there's probably critters living in there during bad weather. Hey, you know what? Severely bad weather, I'd be living in there. But for right now, nah, I'll pass. Boots off hostel sounds way better. Off we go. Oh, you know, I might as well share with you that I had my earbuds in because if I'm going to a hostel, that means electricity. That means I can be wasteful or frivolous with the battery life. So I've got my earbuds in. I'm singing out loud. I'm the only one out here right now. And I notice, haven't seen a blaze in a while. So I open up my map. Sure enough, I'm not on the trail. Like, are you serious? Oh, look. Let's look. Oh, look at it's a little hidden pond. Oh, gosh. Nothing I would swim in, but how cute. I don't know. This is cute. And you know what? In the winter, I'd go ice skating on it. That would be awesome. And when I was a young person, you know, probably, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, 11, I did do that at a little pond that was near our house. Okay, so realize I'm off trail. It was this wide, like, cart path. It seemed, I never saw where it might have veered off. But an instinct told me something was wrong. Holy Spirit whispering in my ear, girl, before you get too far, Okay, so get out my map. Yep, I'm off the trail. So I start backtracking and I'm waiting for the little arrow that says I'm back on trail, and it's taken forever. It really wasn't that far. I probably did like a quarter mile, so half mile total off trail. But yeah, there was this thin little, like almost branch that was crossing the path, like don't go here. And it just looked way too inviting, so I did go that way, versus where I should have gone was narrow and, just overgrown. So I didn't think that was really the truth. I guess my instinct, just while I'm bebopping to my music, just said, whoa, go this way. So what I did to be super helpful was I stopped and dragged a bunch of downed tree logs that I could manage to pick up, and I made it far more obvious. People have done it for me, so it was my turn to do it for them. Anyway, I'll save you guys because what if they didn't have the instinct to check the map? Anyway, okay, because there aren't always blazes. There aren't. See? Hey, Wilson, what's up? Thanks for doing what you do. There aren't always blazes. Sometimes I go wicked long stretches with no blazes, and yet I'm still on trail. So, it didn't seem odd that there were no blazes, but I'm like, it doesn't hurt to check. Yeah, anyway. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye. Hey, look what's happening. The rhododendrons are starting to bloom. So even though maybe they were getting a little dull to look at, they're like, oh, just you wait. Just you wait. We're going to get all pretty now and give new life to the trail you've been on all this time. I can't wait till they're just all in bloom. Won't that be something? I can't wait. Every time I go and put my phone away, there's just something even more beautiful to look at. So here we have this. Look at this. So, yeah, cool bridge, beautiful river underneath it. But look at this wall. Woo! No doubt I'm climbing it. I don't know how I'll get there. But it seems like the trailblazers for the AT, they had a little masochist in them. If there was a hill to climb for no reason, they put it on the map. Whenever we're like, which direction do you think we're going? Where's the tallest mountain? That direction. Oh my gosh. And the sky is still so beautiful blue. All right, here we go. Fun times. Yep. I wasn't wrong. So, look at this. I won't keep it going because I'll just be out of breath, but I suspect this is going to go a long ways up. I can't wait. Okay, this is gorgeous.
It really is.
Oh my gosh.
The last 2 days have been beautiful. The meadows.
Unbelievably beautiful.
Honestly, I like them better than Smokies.
Yeah, no kidding.
Other people may not agree, but...
No, it's beautiful.
All right, well, we've been breaking long enough.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you later.
All right, that was Rebel J. And what's your? Frito, that's right. All right, well, I'll be right behind you. I'm not braking. I'm just admiring. Wow. Okay. Ah, gotta go. There we go. Oh, it's a cute baby. This is Chevy.
So sweet.
Yeah. Ninja and Sunshine are loving on Chevy. Such a good baby. Such a good baby. Oh, such a good bubba. Pretty, pretty puppy.